So that's what they do to us. But the show must go on because there's other things that we can use, right? All right. So if you got questions, about anything really tonight, hey, feel free to pop it in the comment section. I got a funny one before I think. Let's just see. Let me see if everybody's on. Marlon Hurd just popped in, and buttons don't seem to work. Okay, so the chat's open. If you can see me in the on the webinar, then yeah, just let me know if you can see me on the webinar. But I read this question today. I was reading this book. I love this book. It's a social media book, just a marketing book. So if you're in business, obviously if you're watching me, you're probably in business. But I read this earlier, and whether you're still in what's up? Okay, everybody can see me now. Whether you're in network marketing, maybe you have been in network marketing, thinking about coming in network marketing, whatever. I read this question today, and it was pretty cool. And it was to an author that teaches social media, just like I do. Does social media marketing work well for multi-level marketing businesses? I feel like my industry isn't trusted. Okay. So this is the answer to that question that the author of this book gave. My experience is that social media marketing works for any type of business, but you have to figure out a way to add value to your market. Multi-level marketing companies are an extremely understood business model because some companies ruin the industry's reputation. Social media is a great way to educate people, and you can use that to improve the way people think about multi-level marketing. Does this take time? Yes. Does it work eventually? Absolutely. And that really hit me because I know for me, the reason I wake up in the morning is to educate people. And if you're on our team, obviously that has worked for not just me, but it's worked for tons of people and created millions of dollars in revenue. And not just money, but it's helped people. It's helped tons of people. So in order for us to make a big impact on this industry, she said it right here. We've got to add value to the marketplace, and you've got to educate. So if you're not making the money that you want to make in your business, ask yourself, am I adding enough value, and am I educating? Okay, cool. So Edgar's down with MLM. Awesome. But does that make sense? I mean, I hope you guys kind of get something out of that. All right. I mean, if you're looking to make more money and you're looking to make more of an impact on your social media with your marketing, ask yourself, how can I add more value and how can I educate better? And I think if you answer those two questions and try to improve on those two things, you can't help but grow your business and be consistent with it. So, like I said, the chat's open. You guys are open here. Who wants to kick this thing off? Like I said, this is my time, and this is Marlon's time, Amy's time, whoever is on the panel's time, whoever wants. You got me for like 45 minutes. You got them for a good 45 minutes. Marlon's having some success. Amy's definitely having some success. She's putting herself out there. She's doing a thing. So definitely, if you're on the webinar, I can share my screen on the webinar. If you're not, then I can answer questions here too, and I'll see them both. So Edgar Dominguez says, what book do you recommend because I need to enhance my proposal? Well, if I don't know what your proposal is, I can't tell you what book to read.
Very true.
So what I'll do, I'm going to share my screen real quick because I want to share this with you guys. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for sharing this live, but hey, who cares? I want to show you guys something I've been doing lately. something that we're going to be implementing throughout the coaching program inside of MLSP for our coaching clients. So let me share my screen real quick. Let me make a new page. Oh, man. You know, it's funny, like I wasn't coughing at all until I got on here. All right, you have a security company. Okay, so you have a security company. Obviously, you're looking for more. You want more customers. I would probably go with. I'd probably go with like a closing book. You know, something of that nature. Maybe a closing book. Maybe something that you know, I mean, it's a brick and mortar business, so you probably are getting in front of people. So you probably just need to you know, work on some things to close more people. I don't know. I don't really. It's kind of a vague question, man. So I don't know how to like, you know, give you the best answer for that. All right, so let me share my screen, guys. I know you guys are probably tired of looking at my face. Yes, congrats. I want to give a big shout out to Tanya because Tanya was absolutely afraid of video, and she goes out, crushes her first video, and you know, I think she got like 10 or 12 leads now. You know, I know people that don't get 10 or 12 leads in a month, and you did it in a day, so that's awesome. So hats off to Tanya for following instructions and going out, taking action, and facing her fear. Because when you face your fear, every time you face your fear, what happens? You know, do you end up in a place where you're like, oh God, I wish I didn't face my fear, right? No, like you usually 9 times out of 10 are going to end up not just getting what you wanted in the first place, but you're probably going to end up getting more than you bargained for when you actually go out there and face your fear. You know, and you realize that the next day that you're not dead. You know, so it's just about, you know, how big are you going to be to face your fear? You know, I'll probably say this for the next 365 days or 63 days, but you're going to get better and better. Okay, I will get better and better and better. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to go into our coaching thingy. Let me know if can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to show you here is not this. Oh, you guys probably shouldn't be seeing that, but oh well. Oh well. All right. This is what we use for our coaching clients, okay? See that? Can you guys see that? I know it may be sideways, right?
Yeah, it's sideways.
Okay. So just turn your head at like a really good 90-degree angle. And let me grab some water. I'll be right back, guys. Be right back. I need some water. I won't make it through. All right, so for those of you on Facebook Live, you guys can just listen in and take notes. All right, this is like $1,000 stuff here. It'll probably change your life if you let it. Okay? If you don't, oh well. Not my problem. All right, so what we do with this, guys, is you see that the days are broken down into hours, right? 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., all the way down to 3 a.m., right? You see that, guys? Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So you also see the hours are broken down into fours. So they're just 15-minute increments, right? So on a total 24-hour day, it's there's 96 increments. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we want to do is we want to find how many 15-minute increments do we have to use in our day to be effective in our business. Okay, So it's like Lisa Torres always says, you want to do less with more focus. So what I'm going to do, or what I do, is if I want to work my business 4 hours a day, right? Let's just say I've committed to working my business 4 hours a day. Does that mean I have to work my business 4 hours straight?
No.
No, right? So how many 15-minute increments are there in an hour? Four?
Yeah, four 15-minute increments.
Right. So if I want to work my business 4 hours a day, then I would have to have um, 16 of these slots just filled out for business, right?
Right.
So it doesn't matter where they go. It just matters, can I do a money-making activity or something that I need to do throughout the day in that 15-minute time period with full-on focus, no Facebook, no, I mean, obviously if I'm doing Facebook, then that's another thing, but just complete utter focus with a time, or with a stopwatch or a timer, right? I downloaded this app that I stole from somebody this weekend. It's called Be Focus Pro. Okay, you may want to write that down. I want to say it was like a $2 or something like that. But you can actually set all your tasks for the day and a particular timer. So as soon as you start that task, it's going to the clock starts. After the timer goes down, the bell rings, you're done. You put down that task for the day until you go to the next one, right? So what you're going to do with this sheet, you don't obviously have to use this sheet, but I mean, I'm sure you heard before, hey, track your day. But instead of trying to figure out, hey, where can I fit an hour in to work my business? Where can I fit, 3 hours in to work my business? Because most people that have a job are trying to figure out, like, um, how the hell am I going to fit 2 hours? I can't fit 2 hours in to work my business, right? They're just their brain can't figure it out. So but anybody can fit 15 minutes in. So now it's just a matter of how many 15-minute increments can I fit in throughout the day, right? So you got to kind of set yourself up on kind of a reward system, because now you're just thinking about knocking out these little 15-minute things, and you may have four for the day, you may have eight, you may have 16, you may have 12. But if you go to bed and you always did a little more than you thought you were supposed to do, how do you think you're going to feel when your head hits the pillow? You're going to feel pretty good, right?
Right. That you got some stuff done today.
Right, you feel like you're accomplished. Not it doesn't matter whether you made a lot of money for the day, but you feel productive when you go to sleep. And that's what creates momentum, and it creates that feeling, right? I mean, we talked about feelings a lot this past weekend, you know what I mean? And we saw firsthand what what kind of energy feelings create, not only inside your brain but for your body, right? So if you can create that feeling when you go to bed, how do you feel how do you feel like you're going to feel when you wake up in the morning? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But most people feel like they didn't get anything done today. So then when they go to bed, what kind of feeling does it create? It creates a feeling of anxiety. It creates a feeling of, "Ugh, I can't do this." You know what I mean? And if you're thinking that in your mind over and over and over again, it's going to take over at some point. It's going to take over. You're going to eventually say, "Ugh, I don't have time for this business," because for a month or 3 months or a year, you've pretty much all you've done is just recondition yourself to think, I don't have time. Because if you think you have to work your business 4 hours a day, but you really only have to work it two, you just got to work it in two, you know, or you just got to work it in eight 15-minute highly focused increments, you're going to get a different result.
Right.
So do you guys think you can? I didn't go deep as I could in this. I just want to give you guys kind of a layout with this. Obviously, if you can't see it, just draw out 24 hours and divide them all up into 4, and you got 96 boxes. That's the concept. Okay. If you can learn to use this concept, to the best of to your ability, I definitely don't want to get in trouble here, showing you guys too much of what we're doing. But it's just the concept of this. If you choose to embrace it, that's on you. Okay, but I have this tracking sheet. I use it every day. I would highly suggest that you draw out or make your own tracking sheet on like an Excel file. Okay, and I'll tell you this, and I'll just be as honest and open as I possibly can. If you don't do this and you don't track it, it doesn't exist in my world. Okay, so if you're a client of mine, okay, if you hire me as a coach, and you don't track this, you didn't do it. Does that make sense, guys? So if you come to me or you come to your upline, because a lot of you guys aren't, I'm not your upline for a lot of you. If you're going to your upline saying, hey, I'm not making money, and you want to make money, one, they should be asking you, well, show me something. Where's something I can see? I need to see some type of tracking sheet, right? I need to see something that can be measurable. Okay, but if you come to me and you don't have anything to track, I can't help you. And a lot of you guys are uplines. A lot of you guys have a team. I don't care how big or small your team is. If your team isn't tracking anything and you got people coming to you talking about, hey, I'm not making money, then that's what they should be showing you. Another thing to reinforce that is if you have people making money in your organization, they should be showing their tracking sheet to reinforce it for other people that aren't making money. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay. So I want you to think like, okay, I don't want you to set the bar too high and be like, I got to work my business, 10 hours a day, when you really don't. You just got to focus more on these 15-minute increments and be disciplined enough to focus for 15 minutes. That's it. 15 minutes. You got to put your phone on airplane mode or some shit when you're reading. Do it.
So like, you want to work 4 hours a day. It's like 60 15-minute increments.
4 hours a day is 16 15-minute increments, yeah.
No, hold on. 4 hours times, is it, how many is 16? Yeah, that is 16. I said 60. My bad.
So yeah, just 16 out of 96. Just 16 out of 96. And that's literally all you have to, and you've worked your business 4 hours a day. So like, where can you find 15-minute pockets? I mean, is 4 hours imagine what you get done in 15 minutes. I mean, you guys will start to get more done in 15 minutes than you will get done in an hour.
Right.
But it's got to be tracked, and you've got to get to a place where you're learning how to focus. Like, yeah, when you first start doing this, I'm sure your brain is going to kind of wander a little bit. But as we saw this weekend, again, can your brain be trained to literally do anything you set it to do?
Right. Hey Ryan, I got to jump on another presentation call with some new prospects. So definitely appreciate you inviting me on, man. And this was hot, so I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, man, for sure, brother. Catch you later, man.
All
right, brother. All right, so that's just some stuff around time management. I can't give this one out, but just make your own. Just 96 slots or whatever. You can easily do this in an Excel file. It's not too hard. So that's it. Yeah. Anybody else have any questions or anything going on? I mean, I just want to make sure you guys are on track. I mean, because I give my time as much as I can throughout the week for free. So definitely, I hope you can take advantage of it because I do try to serve and as much as I possibly can. So, anybody have any questions? Anybody feeling lost? Anybody feeling great? I hear clicks. Production clicks. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Are those production clicks? Yes. Thought they were. Okay, so I'll go through one that let's see here. What else can I go through? Again, guys, this is for you. This isn't for me. I hop on here to give some stuff up to you guys. So if you're here, you're obviously here because you wanted to see some stuff. You want to learn something new. So what do you want to learn? Don't be shy. The question you don't ask cannot be answered. Also here on Facebook Live, there's some people hanging out with us Facebook Live. I'm sure they just don't want to look at my face. They probably are here to hear some cool stuff that they can implement in their business. Okay, that's a good question. Crystal says, how do I get people to understand that they have to invest in themselves to make money? I think the most revolutionary answer to that question is people don't have to do shit. That's the answer to that question. Nobody has to do anything. Nobody has to do anything. We don't have to do anything. You don't have to invest in your business to make money. Right? You don't have to. There's plenty of people that can make money, right, without investing in themselves. Now, depending on how much money that is, that's where it comes in. So what I would say is asking better questions so you can clarify. You can clarify and help that person navigate that person to helping them understand that they should invest in themselves. So I would ask something like, do you believe you can become a millionaire without hiring a coach or without hiring a mentor or without going through training? And the answers, they could say, well, I could win the lottery. And then I would say, well, do you think you're going to keep your money if you aren't educated in how to actually, be a millionaire, operate like one? So asking good questions instead of saying hey, you have to do this, because no one has to do shit. No one has to do anything. I don't have to pay my bills. I pay my bills because I don't want to get in trouble for not paying my bills. Right? I don't have to pay them. Right? I don't have. If you have a job, you don't have to go to work. Right? You go to work because of the consequences, because you don't want to get fired. And if you get fired, you can't pay for shit. So you can ask better questions to navigate somebody, to help them understand. You may ask, hey, why do you feel like that you don't have to invest in yourself? I just want to get a better understanding, so I can better understand how you feel about investing in yourself, and then getting them to a place where you know exactly how much money they want to make. Because someone says, hey, Ryan, I want to make money. Okay. How much? I don't know how much money they want to make. It's going to depend on how much they need to invest in themselves, right? Because I want to be a millionaire over and over again. So now I definitely have a better understanding that I know there's going to be a lot of investing in myself to get me there, right? If I just want to make an extra $500 a month, probably not going to take that. I mean, I could do that just joining somebody's downline and getting a decent position and make 500. I know people that have done it, right? You know, they buy a product, they're happy with the product or the service, they got a good position, and they mess around and are making $1,000 a month, right? That happens, okay? So does that make sense, Crystal? Understanding that I didn't want to just give you like an answer to say like, hey, you know, yeah, use this script and tell people they have to invest in themselves, because they don't. It just depends on what result they want to get. So if you have a better idea of the result that they want and desire, and then you ask them, hey, what's that going to do for you? How would your life change? Like, how would you feel if all that came true? How would you feel? Now I can give you a script. Okay, so you're saying, hey, I really want to make, you know, $5,000, $6,000 a month. Oh, awesome. What would that do for you? Man, that would help me like pay off my car, help me get out of debt. Man, it would help me just feel like, would you sleep better at night? Man, yeah, I would sleep better at night. Would you feel better about, you know, going out with your wife and spending time with your family? Yeah, I would. So that's your magic number, man. $6,000 a month would really just absolutely change your life. Yeah, it really would. Okay. So now I ask, is that not worth $500 to you? Is that not worth investing $500 in yourself? And then I just shut the hell up, because at that point, if they don't say yes, then they didn't want it anyway. So, congratulations, you just got a badass tip. Use it. Go out to the world. Use it. Do you see how you can navigate someone, Crystal, to where you want them to go just by asking some good questions? Good. I don't feel lost, but I'm in the be careful what you ask for phrase. It can be very scary getting more leads than I ever have before. Now I have to take massive action to follow up. I would say don't put so much pressure on yourself. um, Liaisa, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Love the fact that you can't get in. I mean, people like busy people. So if I can't get back to you, I can't get back to you. People are like, well, shit. I mean, he's just a busy dude. People like busy people. So if you're getting more leads than you've ever gotten before, embrace it. Tell them you'll get back to them when you can. Right? I mean, for me, I rarely have time to call leads now. I don't call leads. I did. I used to call the hell out of my leads. Anytime I used to get those, when I used to get leads, I used to like itch for them, and I used to like call them immediately. Now I don't, because I've got it's just I'm in a different place right now. But you got to embrace it. Like you're in a place right now that you haven't been before. So be grateful for it, and just and posture up into that place. Be that person that generates a ton of leads. Right? You got to step up into that person. It's not about, you know, this all the other stuff. It's about becoming that person. Okay. Oh, I think I think Lynn had a question. How do you grow your fan page? um, you gotta be consistently putting value on your fan page and sharing it with people. So if you're concentrating on growing your fan page, which I highly recommend, then if I contact 20 people a day, I'm I'm at least asking, you know, 10 of those people to hop over to my fan page and for their feedback and throw it a like. At least. If my concentration is really getting likes to my fan page, you know, for 30 days, I may go on like a 30-day push to just get leads over to my fan page, you know, so I can run, you know, some campaigns to them later or something like that. You just got to have your link ready and have a pretty link ready for it, I would say, and then just be putting it in front of people. Like, you've always got to put it in front of people. And then on the back end, I would say at least run a $5 likes campaign to an audience that you want to build that fan page with, Lynn, because it's going to help you get a lot of traction to the value that you have on your page. So go ahead, just, if you get a coffee every day, then just bang your coffee for the day or whatever, and just pay for a $5 likes campaign. And I mean, I know Mike said it's all. I'll kind of steal this from Mike, but if you're going to operate your business on Facebook and grow your fan page, which you should, it's kind of like paying Facebook rent. Facebook rent's $5 a day. You run it, and you're going to get more people. Sometimes you'll even you'll get 10, 15 likes for $5 a day, and those aren't just from like farms in Istanbul. You'll get actual people that you want to like your page, liking your page. Perfect. Yeah. It does. I mean, the strategy about commenting as yourself is a great thing. I was doing that a while back every day. So if you use that strategy to act as your fan page, not as yourself. So you act as your fan page and you comment. People actually think it's a personal page. So when they go to it, they're looking to send you a friend request or follow you, and they can't. They like it. And so then one way to grow that page is when you start to develop a relationship with that person, then you ask that person, hey, would you mind inviting some of your friends to my fan page? And you'll end up, catching some, like, about 100, maybe 50 to 100 referral likes just by asking, hey, would you mind sending your friend, pressing the invite friends button to as many as you possibly can in like 2 minutes, and you'll get a ton of likes that way. Oh, and then, so if you're actively acting as your fan page, if you've got a $5 likes campaign running to it daily, and you're doing that, you should be doing some damage on your fan page, and you'll be up in thousands of likes before you know it. How often should we be posting to our blog? That's a question that's just up to you. Just be consistent. I blog once a week. Some people say, well, how often do you shower, or how often do you work out? It really just depends on how much value you want to have in the marketplace. I mean, if you, like, Ray Higdon blogs every single day. I mean, but he also unloads value, and that, I mean, I heard someone say something like, man, if you followed Ray Higdon around for a day, you'd be tired. I mean, the dude works his ass off. So if working your ass off like that, if that would shut you down, then or if that would just exhaust you, then yeah, I say do it. Do what makes you exhausted, because you'll figure out that you can probably do a little more, but just be consistent. I will tell you, like, don't go out there and blog for 7 days straight, for a month, and then not show up again, for a few months. Google doesn't like that stuff. Google doesn't like it, so you got to be consistent no matter what. Did I miss any questions? I don't think so. Did I miss any in the chat? Have you ever heard of Pogo? I have heard of Pogo sticks, and they are not for black people, Wes. Pogo sticks are not for black people. If you look them up on YouTube, you won't see any black people on Pogo sticks. Nope, you won't see it. It's actually illegal for us to jump on Pogo sticks. It's a rule. Check it out. Uh, oh yeah, Facebook loves Post Planner. They're they're starting to get a little better with Hootsuite. So we had some tips this past weekend with a Facebook dude. um, this is Jesse Jameson. He uses Hootsuite, so Hootsuite works well. Buffer works well. Uh, Facebook owns Post Planner, so they like it. Um, if you're posting on your fan page, then you can actually schedule posts from your fan page. So there's no reason to actually use a like a post planner or an auto poster or anything like that for your fan page, because you can just schedule posts from the fan page or the Pages app. You can just schedule posts anyway. So yeah. Anybody have any other questions? We've been going a while, so I know my time is like up. 45 minutes is up. So I'll ask her. Oh, Julie had a question. I think they make you. I can't remember the number of likes that they make you have before you can like run a likes campaign. I think it's like 100 or 500. Oof, don't quote me on that. Uh, I think it's around. I think it's 100 though. So I say, I say do it. I mean, I say run the likes campaign. Do $5 a day. Just cough it up to Facebook rent. Get your likes up. Get the engagement up. Build an audience. I mean, that's all marketing is building an audience. So you gotta build an audience um, to make money, and then you just have to find a way to engage with that audience and then sell to them after you engage with them. It's the simplest formula ever. You just build, engage, sell. You just keep doing it. But you got to know how you're going to build your audience. One of the best ways to build a good, loyal audience is doing it through a fan page and connecting with them, engaging with them. The more and more people that love hanging out on your page, it's going to become one of those things. Like it's going to become one of those things where just people just love hanging out on your page because they just love you, right? You know, it's just they just show up just to hang out. I guess if Facebook asks you if you want to do one, then it's safe to assume you have enough. Yeah, yeah. They want your money. They do want your money. So if they're asking for your money, just give it to them. Facebook will find a way to get your money. And then you know, there's plenty of stuff in MLSP that can help you to monetize. You know what you can do with your fan page after you kind of get it rolling a little bit. Um, and just pay attention to some people that you like. I mean, obviously, people that you like and follow probably have good fan pages. So no, there's so just follow along with them and see what you like, what they're doing, and just implement and stay in their shadow until you're like until you just get enough where you got that confidence and competence, and then just explode out and be yourself. You know, grab those little things from the people that you look up to, and those little things that you like about them are going to help you like get the ball rolling. And as soon as that ball's rolling, now get out from behind their shadow and go and just be yourself and just remember, just provide value and educate, and you'll win the crowd. You'll get what you want because you'll build your audience, you'll engage with them, and you'll know when to sell. They'll tell you when you can sell to them. They will. Your audience will always tell you when you can sell to them if you engage with them correctly. Um, if you haven't gone through my course, the 90-day master, I really go deep into engaging, really engaging with yourself and engaging with other people and learning how to communicate with other people. So if you do hop on 90daymaster.com, just the number 90 and then daymaster.com, I'll show you some pretty cool stuff on a video, and there's a free webinar inside as well that you can grab. But if you're looking to learn how to communicate better, not only with yourself but with your prospects, that may be something that you may want to go through, because it can really help you communicate better. When there's better communication, there's always better cooperation. And when cooperation goes up, tension goes down. And which one do you think you're going to get more yeses, in cooperation or tension? Well, it's always going to be cooperation. So I've got oh, excuse me. I've got no more time left. How long will be in the library? How long will what be in the library? I'm done for the night. So, are you guys? Do you have any more questions on the webinar? Amy, I know Cassie's on here. Any questions? Anything you want to give out that's working for you? I didn't mean to be a Webby hog tonight. Was I a webinar hog?
There were some things I wanted to say along the way, and then I didn't because you were talking. So,
No, go. Yeah. Mic drop.
Just I hopped on someone else's webinar that I got their ad on Facebook, and I just wanted to see what they were talking about. And they were targeting like female entrepreneurs, and basically it's like the whole system that we use in MLSP, just providing content, building relationships, and then selling. And like that was her whole platform. I just wanted to see what she was talking about, but it really is simple once you start doing it. It's really all about just putting yourself out there. And it's funny because we were talking about that earlier, and then like 2 minutes later I got a message from somebody saying, I always watch your videos and you're so uplifting and happy, and people just are attracted to that energy. And anytime you're either educating people or just inspiring people, that's going to attract people to you, and they want to be around that, and they want to feel good. And when you make them feel good, they're going to come back and listen to anything you have to say and just keep coming back. And that's how you build your audience. It's actually pretty easy. Most people don't do it. I need to be more consistent and start doing it more, but
yeah, it's a very simple formula. You just gotta always ask yourself, hey, how am I building my audience, and how am I engaging with them, and then are they ready to be sold to? And most are. They just may not be ready to be. They may not be ready to buy what you want to sell them. But most people stay in a buying stage throughout the year. It's just whether or not you're just selling the right shit to them.
You should send your camera back.
I'm required to keep that on as an advertisement. Okay. Actually, I lost it, so I don't even know what's going on yet. I think I lost it. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Got me. What's funny about that, Kenny, about mastering the law of attraction? In that course, the 90-Day Master actually teach on the law of attraction and how to master the law of attraction. So if you want to learn how to master the law of attraction, you should go through that course, because it will teach you step by step how to master the law of attraction. And it's pretty cool when you do. Anybody else on the webinar have any questions or want me to show me and stuff with either Cloud 10 or MLSP, anything like that?
I just wanted to say one other thing. You were talking earlier, about conquering your fears, and I remember I actually found in a conversation, I think I showed you, that I had with somebody, I want to say like 3 years ago, and I was telling the person I had found them on YouTube and then connected with them on Facebook, and I loved their videos, and I remember telling him, you know, how much I liked his videos, and that I wanted to make a video, but I had never made a video. I was afraid, and I had nothing to talk about, and I didn't know what I would do. And it's just so funny to me now to look back at that, and I laugh at it because I love making videos, and I always know what I want to, you know, I always have stuff to talk about. So it's just so funny to look back at a time, and I remember being in that mindset, like, I have nothing to talk about. What am I going to say to people? And I'm scared, and now, like, I absolutely love it. And I'm sure anyone who's afraid of it, once you do it, it feels awesome, and then you just want to keep doing it more and more. And also I remember that I tried to be someone I wasn't. I tried to be like, you know, I am a professional person, but I tried to be like this like robot person that I saw, that I thought I was supposed to be, and it wasn't me. And then I started making videos, and I remember I kind of just like messed up, but then I just realized like that it was better to just leave it in, because people just want to see who you are, and I just let me come out, and then, you know, it's pretty awesome.
Yep. And it does help. You know, I had that breakthrough as well. I'm sure a lot of people do. You know, and when they start to be themselves, and you're unique, and you just go out there and just run with what you know. That's what attracts people. You know, not being the robot. Because when you're the robot, you blend in.
Yeah.
And you know, when you are yourself, the people that like you come to you, and the people that don't like you stay away. That's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
You know, I want people to figure out within 30 seconds whether they like me or not, or whether, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was watching a video that Ray Higdon did earlier, and he was saying that, well, he was talking about how you want to attract people to you and not repel them, and most people, how he repels people on purpose, certain people, but most people do it and they have no clue he's doing it. But he's, you know, saying, I want to repel a certain type of person, you know.
Yeah, of course, and that's it's amazing because you attract and repel. There's got to be a good give and take with it. So, do you have anything else that you want to add in?
No, that's all for now.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been rocking for about an hour. You guys, yeah, you guys stole 15 minutes from me. Yeah. You broke into my one of my 196 time slots. I'll never get it back. So yeah, guys, Top 10 Tribe Hangout. Wrap it up. I will see you guys when I see you. If you have any questions, make sure that you just get with me. You can inbox me or just shoot me an email. Again, my friends, go out there, crush your business, get better and better every day. I'll see you around, my friends.